Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So today in this video I'll share my TCS interview questions with you. What are all the questions asked in TR, MR and HR? I'll share all of them in this video. I already made a video on my TCS interview experience. I'm giving the link in the top. If you want you can go and watch. And after the assessment, once I shortlisted for interviews, totally 3 interviews happened for me. TR, MR and HR. TR and MR happened in the same slot. I mean on the same day, the same interviewer took both TR and MR rounds, and later after few days I got HR round mail. It depends on the interviewer. Like for few students they may happen separately also. TR round by one interviewer, MR round by one interviewer and HR by other. So now let's see what are all the questions that are asked in TR round. Firstly she introduced herself and later she asked me to introduce myself. And then starting she asked what languages do you know. So I answered whatever programming languages I know, I answered them. And then she asked to rate the languages. So whatever the languages I told, I gave ratings for all of them. I gave Python the highest rating because I was more comfortable in Python. And for other languages also I rated better, like C, C++, Java, whatever languages I know. But for Python I gave a little bit more rating. And then she started asking questions on Python because I gave Python the highest rating. So be careful while answering any question. Next question will be based on your answer only. So then she started asking basic questions in Python, like tell me about lists, tuples, sets. So I explained them and gave some examples for them. And then she continued asking questions in Python. She asked, is Python object oriented language? And then she asked to explain about object oriented programming concepts. So again you can observe that this question was related to previous question. So while answering any question, carefully think while answering. And then whenever I explained OOP concepts, then she asked to give real world examples for each of them. And then she asked some questions on SQL. She asked what is the difference between truncate and delete command in SQL. And done with my TR questions here. And she didn't ask me to write any code, but for few of my friends they asked to write codes also, not too much complex codes, very simple codes like palindrome and then leap year. So they asked to write code in front of them. So these are the tier round questions, not much complex, very simple only, because this is for TCS Ninja role. I already made a video on this, what is TCS Digital and what is Ninja, how to upgrade from Ninja to Digital, and why I was selected for Ninja role. I already made a video on it. I am giving link in description also, you can go and watch it. So even though you got Ninja role, after that you will get a chance to upgrade to Digital again. I gave all the details in that video. And coming to this, my TR round ends here. Same interview took MR round also, as I already told. She herself told that here ends our TR round and we are moving to MR round now. So she told we are done with the TR round and now let's start the MR round. And then she started asking managerial round questions. Now let's look at the questions. First question she asked was how you manage conflicts if any are there within your team. And moving to the next question, she asked consider a scenario that you are a team lead. So what will you do in that situation if few of your teammates are not cooperating with you? And next question, deadline was coming, project deadline was coming and your project was not completed. So in this situation, how will you manage? So again scenario based question. You have to explain what action will you take if you are in such a situation. And then she asked to tell about one of my negative. And then she asked to tell me your strongest point. So previous question was about negative point and now she asked about strongest point. And then next question was how will you handle your stress. So whatever different kinds of activities you will do to manage stress, you can explain them. And then she told that I am done with your interview and if you have any queries you can ask. And the interviewer was very cool guys. So it depends on the interviewer, whoever come to you. So for me she was very cool. And then after the interview at last she was very happy. and then she told like I'm looking forward for you to work with TCS. So I thought that she was happy with my interview, and I was confident that I'll be moving forward for further HR round based on the hint given by her. So there ends my TR and MR rounds. So as I told, same person took both the rounds on the same day, but HR round was not happened on that day. After few days, I again received a mail for HR round, and after received HR interview mail, other interviewer took my HR interview. And as I told, for few students, TR and MR rounds also will be separate only. Separate interviewers will take them. So whatever the thing, it will be depending on the interviewers. So for me, it happened like that. And then let's look at the questions that are asked in HR interview. And as usual, firstly interviewer gave self intro, and then he asked me to give my self introduction. And next question he asked was, why should I hire you? So you can observe that these are common questions for HR interview. Specifically for TCS HR interview, you can search in Google and you can get these questions. And then he asked about TCS company, what do you know about TCS? And then he asked who is the CEO. And then he asked common questions like, are you okay with relocation, and are you okay with night shifts? And then he asked about my hobbies and asked few questions on hobbies that I mentioned. For example, if you mention that travel as your hobby, then question will be like, what places have you traveled past year, or what places have you visited recently? Or if you mention that music was my hobby, then they'll ask like, what kind of music, and then who is your favorite musician? Like that they'll ask questions based on the hobbies that you mentioned. So mention your real hobbies. So there ends my HR interview also. And after few days I got my offer letter also from TCS, and later on I got mail for upgradation test also to upgrade from Ninja to Digital Cadre. So that's it for the video. So I think on campus hiring was started for 2024 batch students, and already Accenture was hiring this month, and I think TCS also conducted exams for on campus students. So I am sharing my TCS interview questions. So in case if you have any doubts, you can join our Telegram channel or ask in comments or mail me. I am giving links in description. So thanks for watching the video guys. Do subscribe our channel for more updates. All the best for your preparation. So many companies started its on-campus hiring for 2024 batch students. So in case if you need any company specific videos, you can ask me. I'll try to do the videos and I'll try to upload them. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.